This is an interactive video session that will help you improve the skill of creating inclusive opportunities that enable people to improve their lives and contribute to society. Having this skill means that you understand a social mission of sustainable business, know principles and key elements of social inclusion, can recognize and respect diverse cultural perspectives and practices, know how to organize business in an inclusive way, are able to evaluate and assess the effectiveness of inclusive programs and initiatives. The mission of a social business is to address social or environmental issues through sustainable business practices. Unlike traditional for-profit businesses whose primary goal is to maximize profit for shareholders, social businesses prioritize addressing social problems such as poverty, inequality, healthcare, education, environmental sustainability, and more. Key aspects of the mission of social businesses typically include a social impact. The primary focus is on creating positive social or environmental impact rather than solely generating profit. Sustainability. Social businesses aim to operate sustainably, both financially and environmentally, to ensure long-term viability and effectiveness in addressing societal issues. Innovation. They often employ innovative business models, products, or services to tackle social problems in new and effective ways. Empowerment. Social businesses aim to empower communities, individuals, or marginalized groups by providing them with opportunities, resources, or solutions to improve their lives. Ethical practices. They uphold ethical business practices, transparency, and accountability in their operations. A collaboration. Social businesses may collaborate with various stakeholders, including governments, non-profit organizations, corporations, and communities, to maximize their impact and reach. Social inclusion refers to the process of ensuring that all individuals and groups within society have equal opportunities to participate fully in economic, social, political, and cultural activities, regardless of their background, identity, or circumstances. It aims to create a society where everyone feels valued, respected, and empowered to contribute to and benefit from social and economic progress. Key elements of social inclusion are equal access. Ensuring that all individuals have equal access to essential services such as education, healthcare, housing, employment, and social support systems. Diversity and respect. Recognizing and valuing diversity in terms of race, ethnicity, gender, age, disability, sexual orientation, religion, socioeconomic status, and other factors, and promoting respect and acceptance for all individuals regardless of their differences. Participation. Encouraging active participation and engagement of all members of society in decision-making processes, community activities, and public life. Empowerment. Empowering marginalized or disadvantaged groups by providing them with the resources, opportunities, and support needed to overcome barriers and achieve their full potential. Social cohesion. Fostering a sense of belonging, solidarity, and mutual trust among individuals and communities, and promoting social cohesion and harmony. A reduction of inequality. Addressing systemic inequalities and discrimination to ensure that everyone has an equal chance to succeed and thrive. Social inclusion is essential for building a fair, just, and cohesive society. It not only benefits individuals by enhancing their well-being and quality of life, but also contributes to broader social and economic development by unlocking the full potential of all members of society and reducing disparities and exclusion. Everyone has different perspectives, depending on how they were brought up, where they come from, and what they believe. So involving people from different backgrounds and experiences means recognizing and respecting different cultural perspectives and practices. There are several points to consider when integrating these values into the business. Recognize diverse cultural perspectives in terms of unique values, beliefs, norms, and practices, and be aware of the diversity that exists within societies and across the globe. Respect diverse cultural perspectives and value the differences among cultures, and understand that no one culture is inherently superior to another. Approach different cultures with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Refrain from judgments or prejudices based on cultural differences. Understand why certain cultural practices exist and tolerate them even if they differ from one's own beliefs and practices. It involves empathy and the ability to see the world from another cultural point of view. Promote inclusivity and equality for all cultures. This means advocating for the fair treatment of individuals from different cultural backgrounds and working towards a society where everyone's cultural identity is valued and celebrated. Organizing a business in an inclusive way involves creating an environment where diversity is valued and all employees feel respected, included, and able to contribute with their unique perspectives. Here are steps to help you organize your business in an inclusive manner. Establish a diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) policy that outlines your commitments to fostering an inclusive workplace. This policy should address hiring practices, promoting opportunities, training programs, and how instances of discrimination or bias will be handled. Implement strategies to attract a diverse pool of candidates for job openings. This may involve partnering with diverse recruitment agencies, attending job fairs targeting underrepresented groups, and ensuring job postings use inclusive language. Promote the use of inclusive language and behaviors throughout the organization. This includes using gender-neutral language, respecting individuals' preferred pronouns, and actively challenging discriminatory and exclusionary behavior. Offer flexible work arrangements, such as remote work options and flexible hours, to accommodate the diverse needs of your employees, including those with caregiving responsibilities or disabilities. Recognize and celebrate the contribution of diverse employees to the success of the organization. This can include highlighting diversity achievements, hosting cultural events, and showcasing diverse perspectives in company communications. Evaluating and assessing the effectiveness of inclusive programs and initiatives is crucial to ensure that they are achieving their intended goals and making a positive impact on the organization. You can use these methods to evaluate the effectiveness of your inclusive programs. Clearly define the objectives and goals of each inclusive program or initiative. These objectives should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. SMART. Define the key performance indicators, KPIs, that will be used to measure the effectiveness of the program. KPIs may include metrics related to employee engagement, retention rates, promotion rates for underrepresented groups, diversity of the workforce, and employee satisfaction surveys. Compare the results of the inclusive programs to industry benchmarks or internal benchmarks set based on previous performance. This will help determine whether the organization is making progress toward its diversity and inclusion goals. Evaluate the return on investment (ROI) of the inclusive programs by comparing the costs of implementing the programs to the benefits achieved, such as increased employee productivity, improved employee morale, and reduced turnover costs. Continuously monitor the effectiveness of the inclusive programs over time and make adjustments as needed. Regularly review the data and reassess the organization's strategies for promoting diversity and inclusion. Now we invite you to the quiz section where you can test your knowledge by answering 3 questions. Tick the correct answer. Whether you chose right or wrong, you will be given an explanation for the answer. Here we go. That's all for this lesson. Thank you for your kind participation and attention. Follow the program in the eStudio to learn more skills in sustainable environmental entrepreneurship. Upon successful completion of the training, you will receive the Sustainable Environmental Entrepreneur e-Digital Certificate with micro-credentials.